Konbanlux. Watashi wa Akira Lux desu. Hi everyone. Hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well. We're back. We're back. Uh oh, it's so weird still. It's still so weird. But I've made my decision. I've made my decision. I know I'll probably be explaining this like a lot, but I guess for anyone that is here, I'll get the initial explanation or my reasoning out of the way, which I know some of you. I've seen a lot of different opinions, but my stance is, as far as I'm aware, could be proven wrong in the future, of course, but as it stands now, one, the changes haven't hit global yet. And two, these changes have not affected the quality of writing, whether story or characters, as far as I have been given awareness. So I guess that's kind of neutral in a way. Uh, but I just, in terms of like spending anything, I'm not. I've effectively stopped, even though really all I've ever really bought was like a choice ticket and the 2 battle passes because Mika and Adesu. But I'm done. I'm done with that. So in terms of the gacha, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, when it does happen. God, this music, this K's theme is so. K's theme hits a lot. K's themes hits different. K's Momo Talk in general hits kind of different. Unearthed an ancient copy pasta. Are you talking about from the Marine School? Yeah. Is it? Wait, is it the white-haired girl? Because I've seen art of the white-haired girl, and I get it. I freaking get it. Is the game music playing? Is it not? Frick, man. There we go. Oh, the scuff never ends. The scuff never ends. K's music hit. K's theme hits different. I don't know if it has a name yet. K's Momo Talk also hits different. Because her Momo Talk is effectively like that she's here to stay for the rest of our days. Like, that's the note it basically ends on. And then for I know for the other side, it hit them as Annie comes out. For global, it hits us effectively right after a scene like that happens. And I could do nothing but sigh in my chair as the realization hits me. But I still, this game is... I've never seen this copy pasta, Nicholas! What? Do I read this out loud? Oh god. This is ancient. Oh, okay. Do not! I can save it for a TikTok. I can save it for a short. I can save it for a short. Oh god. I could. Yeah, I really could. We're gonna bookmark that real quick. We're just gonna... We're gonna whoop. We're gonna whoop. It won't be the first cursed coffee pasta thing I've done as like a shorter TikTok. So the last one I did was a long time ago. That was Aki 1.0. But yeah, that's my decision with this game. I'm gonna keep playing for my students. I tried to convey that in the title, and I hope it comes across that way. Oh, I love you. Okay. Okay. It's time. Is this season 2 proper? Is this season... I think this is season 2 proper. The return of the General Student Council President and rumors in Kizotos. Oh no. Oh no. EX Lore Pursuit? What? Alright. Record of a sudden yet small turn of events. What's pending? You must clear 2.0 General Student Council Spring Day full of Almond Masquerade to unlock? Okay. We recommend completing main story. I did complete main story first. Are you kidding me? Did I miss something? No. Hello? Does it just give me that warning anyway? I guess it does. Birth. Hello? Is that? It is over. All is lost. It is. I forget his name, but he's part of his same group as Blacksuit. Authority has fallen. Order shattered to pieces. Illusions dispelled. The farce of power reclaims its mantle atop society. My shrieks and pleas fall upon deaf ears. Delcacomania? Yeah. Where's the other guy, though? That's usually with him. How did we stumble upon this ending? Was it our proposed answer? An eventual obstruction to the ascentic path? Or perhaps my attempt to define this world under a singular genre? Or could it have been... Could I have unintentionally dismissed a crucial sign, foreshadowing our doom as a mere MacGuffin? Such pondering holds value no longer. For the signs are beyond my reach now. I shall fade into insignificance in the backdrop of this world as the anonymous bystander. What? Dollar Prob killed Francis Hontoni. Oh, telescreen. My story is concluded. Please, sing a tale of your own. Oh no, what was that? Oh god, someone probably translated that and I have no idea. Preposterous. Utterly preposterous. If only we can get rid of Gluconde. Is this what you claim as logic? Your ludicrous sentiments demand that green be blue and blue be green. What role could the chroma play in this circuit? The chroma? Again? What? Halt. I see. Yes, yes. This is a false world, it says. Oh, great! Just hitting us in the face with it, then! Proceed. Continue your sermon. Idea. Fascinating. Interesting. Authority has fallen, yet it still clings to the precipice. Rather, it has become the right of all. The waves of the telescreen blur the boundary between real and unreal. Shadows no longer plead for discovery, for we ourselves are the idea. Wasn't it Shiriko Terror? You remember Golconde vanished around the time of Volume F, got replaced with Francis, and now he's gone? No, isn't... Wait, is Francis Underground Dweller? Because Shiriko Terror murked him at the end of Volume 1, Chapter 3. Can the signs constitute the world be found here? But of course. Will it restore the shattered authority and grant true power? But of course! Medea possessed the ability to reshape the world. But of course! What? Francis is one of the faces of this guy? Oh, okay. Alright, so he got a new face? Is the clock eye guy? Yeah, the one who, like, was acting like a Reddit child. At last, the longings of my soul are within my grasp! That character is a combination of three beings. The Calmonia is the body, Gokonde was the portrait, but looking away, Francis was the screaming face. I need not pursue the signs, for the signs prostrate themselves upon me! Acid trip? I don't think acid trip begins to describe those. Come, oh sweet reality! Here you are, fold yourself into my embrace! Awesome. Great start. General sound. Oh god. Okay. Guys, I'm scared. General Student Council President's letter. Rin! Good afternoon, citizens of Kivatos. Look, Akond and Francis are gone. This is Nanagami Rin, your Chief Supervisory Office and Acting General Student Council President. So did Deca, the call gain a new face, essentially? I'm addressing you today about the recent rise in citizen injuries from accidental firearm discharges. That can happen? I thought the Mystics stopped that. The letter at the end of Volume F? Oh. Can someone remind me of that one? Please remember that a firearm is a deadly weapon and should never be pointed at anyone unless you intend to shoot. Additionally, always practice good gun safety and ensure the chamber is empty after removing your magazine. Keep your firearm free from foreign matter to prevent barrel fouling, and do not use or purchase any ammunition manufactured by sellers not authorized by the General Student Council. The small choices you make can keep Kivatos safe. This message was brought to you by the General Student Council. This public service announcement is endorsed by the Kivatos General Student Council and Kronos School of Journalism. Please contact the Kronos School of Journalism for all ad-related inquiries. The animal people and robots don't have halos or mystics, I assume. Well, yes, that's true. Rin got a letter that was from the... Yeah, I remember. I meant the contents of the letter, sorry. Cut! Great take! Thank you for your hard work. Excellent job, Rin. Thank you for arranging the logistics. Is that the last of the day? Yes. We filmed everything we need for the new traffic act and sourced it known as the infomercial encouraging tax payment. I appreciate you helping out the Treasurer's office in this way. Wow, I'm shocked you managed all that in one take, Rin. I definitely would have tripped up on my words with a camera in my face. We don't know? Okay. Maybe you missed your calling to be an actress? I wouldn't say I enjoyed being in front of a camera. That being said, I was curious. Why am I doing the recording for other departments? Of course I'll handle the supervisory office's work, but I believe the message would be more effective if the chiefs of their respective departments promoted their policies themselves. Well, that's exactly why it needs to be you. The public sees you as the face of the General Student Council, Chief Officer Rin. The citizens will receive news more favorably, regardless if it's bad or good, from a familiar face, rather than some nondescript chief whose name they don't even know. The General Student Council President also participated in these promotional videos during her tenure, so I hope you can bear the inconvenience of it all. I see. The General Student Council President's work. Looking back, the General Student Council President did enjoy taking photos at every opportunity. She said there was no better way to preserve memories. I suppose being comfortable in front of the camera is another necessity to being in the position of power. Oh boy. That is partial politics, yes. Speaking of cameras, Ayumu, do you remember where this letter came from? What? It's the one I delivered to you when you returned from the Ark. My apologies. It was mixed up with a lot of other mails, so it'd be difficult to confirm the sender's identity. Was it hate mail? No. Nothing like that. It's only that the handwriting was similar to the president's... The General Student Council President? You said the General Student Council President? The president who wrote you a letter? Oh boy. All part of being superhuman? I mean, they're all superhuman. I guess it's superhuman when it comes to them? Please calm yourselves. Nothing is confirmed. Only to Rinny written outside of the envelope looked familiar. But there was no actual letter enclosed. Instead, there were several photos. Also, they did seem to have been taken by her. I remember most of them. In fact... When's this one from? I can't believe that's you, Rin. So, like... Okay, so like, I'm caught up, sort of. Are we gonna ever acknowledge the fact, like, did Rin or anyone else in the General Student Council never see Arona somehow? Cause like, but like, come on, did they never see Arona? She looks just like her. I know, you know, I like to hear this, so I'm not cute. No, shut up. They referred to the president as a superhero, mostly Kaya, when she was doing her coup. Fair. No. God. Like, we need to acknowledge this fact eventually. On top of that, did we, as the sensei, never see the general? Because, like, do we just not choose not to question it? Especially like Plana, after seeing Plana, and like, no one knows how a sensei can operate the Shadem test. I understand that, but like, it doesn't stop from others from seeing Arona, right? Like, sensei could be talking to Arona through the Shadem test, and someone could like look at it at the same time, right? And just see Arona, and if it's someone from the GSC, like, she looks just like her, just lollier. Just cunnier. In theory, we saw her once at the very start, but we forgot it because that was right before we entered Kivatos. I guess. Well, yeah, I remember that, and it was definitely a scene of all time because what the hell? Really start with a literal heart gut punching scene, and it's welcome to Cute and Funny. Momoka? This was from 2 years ago, just after the General Student Council President was elected. Oh, I remember that. It was a big deal across the news stations because she was the youngest president in history. Hontoni. What did you walk into? Cute and Funny? That one's for my summer camp, right? Yes, my purpose in showing you these wasn't to reminisce on old memory. This was my purpose. Why is it in black and white? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It could have been printed with a special filter or had some post-processing done to it. Seeing as most prints are digital these days, that would be the most likely. Film is too rare, and black and white film even more so. What concerns me is that this is where it was taken. The General Student Council president I knew was always completely swamped, so she practically lived in the General Student Council building. Even on her days off, she wouldn't venture outside of the U. The lake in the background. I've never seen it before. Does anyone recognize the location? Is this season of Blue Archive actually going to tackle what the hell is going on here? You heard Aki say she looks more... I'm talking about Arona and the GSC president. No, I don't think so. A weird dream. The story's about you, Shale Sensei, and your smartwatch. You're not necessarily disciplined enough to claim a daily routine, but you do try your best to wake up on time. The smartwatch lying on the table next to you chimes to wake you up. Your one and only partner. Huh? Okay, now I'm already sussed. Where's the shitum chest? Still half asleep, you desperately search for the tablet that you don't have. And how can you find something you don't own? What? 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 What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? The only electronic device the General Student Council president gifted to you was a smartwatch, the staff of Shakid. And I am immediately sus! You continue your meaningless search in your bedroom and come up with nothing. You think to yourself, did I leave my tablet somewhere last night? As if you've done it 1,000 times before, you snap your smartwatch on your wrist and go to the lounge. Where's Arona? And Plana? The lounge is dark and out of habit. You start bustling around the coffee machine. You grind up cheap beans and make yourself a strong espresso. It's bitter and the taste is flat, but it's exactly what you need to wake up and start your day. Ugh. Sorry, I don't use coffee to wake up. I use the sheer willpower of responsibility. Staff mentioned at the end of Volume EX by the priest. Yeah, I remember that. So we have a different ancient device in whatever timeline we slipped into? With caffeine now pumping through your veins, blech, you head to your usual office to do your usual work. The daughters are missing? Not again. We missed 3 potential daughters in Volume EX. Now we're missing the 2 longest we've had? However, upon arriving, you notice another anomaly. The student rep should have arrived by now, but that in itself isn't necessarily an unusual occurrence. There are students, prone to running their own schedules, so the strangeness of it slips away as quickly as you noticed it. That is, until you open the curtains. Huh? Thus, you witness the third anomaly. The Kivitos you know is a landscape of black and white. The radiance which shimmered through the city has turned bleak with gray, as if the clouds have eclipsed the sun. Wait! It's not a filter! It's actually just all in black and white now! What is going on? You think the situation with the GSC president is one absurd case of miscommunication? No one ever saw Arona because only Sensei could ever operate it, but also since they never saw any documentation that showed the GSC president before, we only seen her in visions that never got a context of who she might be. Wait, so we've seen the GSC president, and we don't have any idea what she looks like canonically. That would be hilarious and very Blue Archive. But it is not overcast today. Even the streetlights themselves have lost their warm glow. Black and white dances where color once lived. Wasn't there a Powerpuff episode like this? And the streets, they echo with an emptiness you've never witnessed before. It would appear that everyone and everything in the world has crumbled into dust. Except you. What is this sound? Anomaly after anomaly strains your sense of reality, and not even your thoughts seem to be your own. Ease your worries, for these are not anomalies after all. New writers often fall into the trap of writing the first person to best capture the emotion of their story, only to find that third person allows for more freedom in narrative development. Huh? Perhaps that was rather too esoteric to relate to. You decide to change your clothes and go to the hospital. After all, you must be ill in the head, no? I am ill in the head, but like, not because of this. I mean, we got shot once, so like, I don't know, man. There could be a lot of things wrong with us. Or perhaps you find a different method. Your passage to General Student Council only further confirms that you've seen thus far. The scenery has died in black and white, as if color itself has forgotten how to exist. It evokes a certain sense of familiarity within you. Was the intro like this? No. You remember a scene, quite similar, but rather different. One overlay was a dripping red that had burned your eyes. Familiar but not, for the students had been with you then. Guys, I'm scared. Now they are nowhere to be seen. You arrive at the General Student Council building only to find more of the same. Neither the chief officer with glasses who always looked after you, nor the pink-haired executive who loves Pollock rolled potato chips. No one remains. After searching, you know there is one place you have yet to go. As if an outside force guides you, you begin climbing the stairs to that place. To the place where everything began. Guys. There, you find a mysterious girl sitting at the very center of the empty General Student Council Executive Office. But what is this strange sense of nostalgia she elicits? Are you the one who's been speaking to me? Yes, but no. Yes, and no. You could just say yes, it makes it easier. For this is your dream, and a girl's simple longing. You gaze upon her, and she gazes back at you. Who are you? I'm happy to meet you, Sensei. I am Kivitos. What? Huh? This is... Where? Huh? Sensei, are you Rona! You look like you were in pain while you were sleeping. This was a dream? Did you have a nightmare? No, I wouldn't call it that. Prophetic? What was that? It was more of a weird dream. I'm relieved that you did not suffer a nightmare. However, a sleep disorder can be a symptom of any number of health issues. I recommend regular health checkups. It's obvious why you're having bad dreams. You've been skipping meals and sleeping late. But don't worry, Super Arona is here. I'll start reminding you whenever it's time to eat. Thanks, you two. Do you know what the Staff of Shaked is? Negative. The term is not registered in my memory. I don't know. It sounds kind of familiar. Where'd you hear it from? I don't remember. Huh? It's 4 a.m., Sensei! I am in agreement. Recommendation. Return to bed and ensure you receive the proper hours of sleep, Sensei. That's right! Go lie down right now! Don't worry. If you're not sleepy, I'll sing you a lullaby! I do not have a music plugin installed in my OS, but I will also help. Okay. The Shining Trapahedron? Eh? What? The waves? Huh? Isn't this taking too long? It hasn't even been 3 minutes since she dove. But anything could happen in the water. She could have gotten swept away by a riptide, or attacked by some sea monster. I mean, things can always go wrong, but there's no reason to worry yet. Send it to Lucy, maybe it'll persuade her to sleep better. I don't think anything can persuade that girl to sleep better. Honestly, she sleeps better since compared to when I first met her, when I had to force her to sleep. Yeah, me having to force someone else to sleep. You know how bad a situation has to be for me to do that? There's the signal. Where's the beacon? 1,000 feet, southeast. That's further from our meetup point than I'd expected. It's getting dark. Let's go get her. Phew. Harry's surface point was a ways from where we agreed upon. Did anything happen? Sorry. Current was a little stronger than I expected. I got a little turned around. Is this about the Marine Club? Did you decompress properly? Jeez, I'm not some newbie, you know. I would have been fine without... You can never be too careful. Anything can happen in dark waters. Ooh. Did you manage to see the inside the shipwreck? Nah, everything was too rotten. It's probably been sitting for longer than we thought. It was a waste of time. I did find this down there, though. Crystal? What is it? A glass shard? It's sturdier than glass and too opaque. Look, it kind of glows too, like a magical gemstone. It's almost like someone captured the colors of twilight inside a rock. We don't know what it's made of, so try to limit contact. This kind of light could have negative effects from radiation. What if it makes our skin fall off? Also, I had to tell her to go to sleep after, you know, she had liked to reply to one of her tweets in the middle of the night. Hey, so how much longer are we going to be doing this for? Why are you asking? Until we get new orders, we keep going. That's our mission. We're going to be working on this mission until I'm old and creaky. Anyways, that's enough for today. Let's head back. With a shining trapezohedron. Okay. Awesome. I am very confused. Also, what the hell is lore pursuit? Anomalies that have been popping up across Kivatos. Lore. Will the Foxtrot be able to restore their everyday lives and rescue students to... Yeah, alright. Rin, the chief officer of the General Student Council is buried under a mountain of work again. Is there any way to help her unwind from the stress of missing the General Student Council president? A spring day full of almond blossoms. An unexpected guest returns on a spring day full of almond blossoms in a way that no one could have anticipated. The chief officer's day off. Owie! It's been quite some time, Sensei. Actually, that's not accurate. It hasn't been too long since I last went to Chalet to collect your last report. Aw, when you leave, I just... She is super cute. She is someone to look forward to seeing. You're incredibly forthright with your students, Sensei. Perhaps it comes from a lack of awareness or judgment. Regardless, I'm not contacting you for the Journal Student Council matters. Not in the strictest sense. I have a request of a more personal matter. To cut to the chase, do you have any plans this weekend? Could it be? Are you asking me out? Back of the past episode Name and Media, oh boy. H.P. Lovecraft, the shining trapezohedron serves as a window on all of time and space and time. By gazing into it, its wielding would summon the Haunter of the Dark, an avatar of Nyarlathotep. as well as possibly the other outer gods. In exchange for horrible sacrifices, the Haunter of the Dark would reveal other worlds and arcane knowledge. Wait. It said present. Could that present be... I see. Excuse me. I'll go contact any... No! Well, wait. Fine. I don't like repeating myself, so listen carefully. Rin, no. I mean the chief officer. She's been overworked lately. That's been a given since the General Student Council president went missing. But the situation has become dire as of late. I've noticed small mistakes in her report are unlike her, and her skin is even worse than usual. Oh boy. For the sake of the General Student Council's daily operations, I can't allow this to continue. Has it been busier? The opposite. Our workloads become much more manageable as of late. So what's the issue? More eldritch entities will... Yeah, perfect! Just to match with the, like all the god stuff and nameless priests and stuff. From a financial perspective, we've already recovered about 70% of the losses incurred from the General Student Council President's disappearance. That's good, no? However, the Chief Officer remains unsatisfied. She refuses to rest. She's afraid of another crisis striking the General Student Council if she can't achieve the superhuman results the President had been able to deliver, especially after the coup. She works every weekend. She refuses every suggestion to take a break. This is where we require your assistance, Akira-sensei. Use your persuasive skills. Invoke Ashale's authority. Do what you must. Just get Rin to take this weekend off. I see. So you're not contacting me for a report. You're contacting me to Ashale. I see. Hi. I think this is going to be our toughest challenge yet. It's time for a break, Rin-chan! Also, please don't call me Rin-chan. But where is this coming from? A break is unnecessary. I get the required 6 hours of sleep every night and never skip meals. I would never let my health decline. That would affect my ability to work. So please don't concern yourself with trivialities. I object. It has been affecting your work. Look at the safety incident report you submitted yesterday. You use single parentheses here when there should only be used in the table of contents. You normally wouldn't have made this mistake. Are you sure you haven't been feeling well lately? We're just talking about parentheses here, right? Following correct procedure is essential. If the established format suddenly changes, it could affect the readability or meaning. These are the basics of drafting official documents. My apologies. It looks like I forgot to give it a final review. I can assure you this won't happen again. No, you can't. Not if you don't take some time off, Chief Officer. You haven't taken a single vacation day for over a month. When you're experiencing burnout, these kinds of routine tasks are what concentration slips the most. Take this weekend off. I'll postpone this quarter's financial report deadline to next week. I don't need a break. Thanks to everyone's ceaseless efforts, we've managed to rebuild most of the destroyed infrastructure, but that hasn't done much to restore the public's confidence in our competence. It's times like this when it's most dangerous to let down my guard. Moments of peace are just moments when criminals are biding their time. You're not alone in that though, Ren. The General Student Council President would have been able to. Before I am Chief Officer, I am the Acting General Student Council President. In her absence, I must fill the hole that she's left. But she was a genius, and I'm just a person. The only way someone like me can live up to her legacy is through hard work. Ren. I have to go to Trinity for a meeting with some Tea Party officials this weekend as well. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to with you on that. I mean, we could go there together. Leave it to me. Ayumu? I'm already going to Trinity for the regulatory committee. The main subject on the agenda was the extraction of Gehenna students who had been arrested in Trinity, correct? The Gehenna head prefect delegated the authority for this matter to me, so you can enjoy your weekend. Hina? Wait, no, Makoto! Wait, no, head prefect. No, that's Hina. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That would take care of that. but I have other matters to attend to. There was an issue with consumer goods transport due to bottlenecks in Kanesaki Port. Oh, isn't that from the train derailment 3 days ago? It's all sorted out already. I just adjusted the train schedule. Why do two Gakis come to mind for that derailment? There's a new potato chip flavor releasing this Saturday, so I made sure to get all my work done early this week. This feels like a coordinated effort to take my work from me. Kinda! I can hardly ignore everyone's concerns and dig my heels in now. Fine, I give in. I'll take some time off this weekend. Last time you said that, you took paperwork home with you and still worked all weekend. We won't let you waste this vacation, even if we have to force it on you. Which is why we're going on a date this weekend! Don't call me Ren-chan. Also, it is absolutely not a date. Sorry, I tried to say two things at once. I must be a bit flustered. Let's go! Guys, we're going on a date with Ren! Your brash boldness should be studied, Sensei. Do you proposition all your students like this? It's on a student-by-student basis! I don't think that's helping! Okay, I'll join you this weekend, Sensei. I've actually been rather curious about how you spend your days off. Okay, now I feel like I'm in the hot seat. According to the rumors, students have seen you on your hands and knees, searching under vending machines or even sunbathing in the middle of the street. Okay, so like the first one, I can see that happening because of Yori. What the f is the other two all about? Especially the last one. When have we done the last one? Do any of these ring a bell? Sometimes you have to lean into rumors. When the hell did we do anything remote to the last one? I'm happy to hear that. Well, if it works for you, I'll meet you in front of the General Student Council building Saturday morning. Ah, and one last thing. It is not a date. Chat, I think it's a date. Aki, would I not search under it if you drop some change? I would! But that's not the main question here. What the hell is with the last one? Is it bad to say that this is my first date, technically? I don't know what that says about me. As promised, I head to the General Student Council building on Saturday morning to meet Rin. I found her waiting outside the building. Rin? Maybe that's from our streaking due to the end of Time and Space Adventure when we were shooting Star. Wasn't Rin there to see that though? Holy! This makes you want Rin playable even more? You mean ploppable? Sorry. Both? Fair. Oh god. I have to make them cut that noise. Please let me explain. I realize the implications you are probably drawing from my outfit, but I assure you that they're incorrect. Please explain then. You Akinoy, shut up! Stop it! I woke up and had fully intended to put on my usual uniform. But Aoi, no. The chief of finance stole all the uniforms from my closet. She insisted that I needed to fully separate myself from work. So she went into your home! And stole all your uniforms? that's crazy. Though that... Owie! So I was essentially forced to meet with you in my civilian clothes. I hope you understand. I would like to emphasize that this is not a date. I never said anything this time! Guys, it's totally a date. You can do that, but that's how I'm seeing it. Sensei. I'm choosing to ignore that comment. If I were to react to every single one of those jokes of yours, we would end up spending my entire weekend off in the stoop. Jokes? So where are we going today? Was I supposed to? Oh my god. Of course. You're the one who invited me to spend our day off together, Sensei. Don't tell me. If you haven't planned anything in particular, I'll go back to my room to get some work done. I have a minute-by-minute itinerary! A local... I know you've been here for a while now, but I do believe I've lived in DU significantly longer than you have, Sensei. What about outside of that? Well, I suppose seeing the districts through your eyes may not be the worst use of time. Shall we? Where is this? A food tree in Ramani town? Ramini? I've seen the reports of Ramini town's recent profit margins. But it's different seeing it in person. You can feel the energy from all the hustle and bustle. The entire alley is food stalls now, which are causing long lines that stretch all the way to the main road. I didn't realize how congested it is here. We'll need to allocate more resources to facilitate foot traffic. Let me make a note to reach out to Valkyrie and ask them to deploy personnel to this location. The whole point is not raid! Oh, Sensei! Alone again? I'll give you a special discount for today. Come in, come in! What? You're taking a student out and you brought her to this dump? She deserves better than some street food. Take her out to a nice restaurant. Don't take advantage of your popularity and make sure to treat your students right. That kind of mindset is going to get you in trouble one day. I'll take thanks, man. Sensei fits right in with everyone. The citizens treat him like any other local. What's the daily special? I'd recommend a seafood yakisoba. Got a real fresh shipment of squid from the Kanasaki port this morning. We'll have 2 seafood yakisoba then. Coming right up! Here you go, 2 seafood yakisoba. Iwa hot! Thank you. I actually haven't had yakisoba in a while. Sorry. No, it's not that. I usually work while I eat, so I tend to go for meals that are easy to prepare and eat. I rarely have the chance to eat things like yakisoba. Noodles get soggy quickly and they're best eaten as soon as they're made. But when the General Student Council President was here, she was the type to take a break for a quick snack, no matter how busy it was. Now that I think about it, we had street food like this a lot. So it's nostalgic, more than anything. I'm glad it still tastes the same. Does it? It's hard to figure out what students like to eat nowadays, so it sure fills my heart to hear that. I swear it was just yesterday that everything was about making things as spicy as humanly possible, but now the trend seems to be drown everything in cheese. Cheese? This plus the smell of food coming from the kitchen making you hungry. Go get food, Nihilis! I've been debating if I need to change up my recipe to keep up with the times. While there's value in adapting to change, it's equally important to preserve our culture and values. Because there will always be those who miss that time.
I need to touch the
Probably
sea.
hard enough.
I need to go in the water. I need to dive in the sea. I need to go in there. I'm going in.
Ugh, that's not stopping my thirst for absolutely seeing Rin in the South Adele. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a certain food club came through here a couple times. Yeah, to soothe an old soul. Now that I'm getting a good look at you, your face looks awfully familiar. I usually never forget a customer's face. She's the General Student Council's chief officer. Ah, that's it. I've seen you on the emergency press conference on Kronos. The acting president, right? You're dressed up so nice for your date. That's why I didn't recognize you. not a date. Perfect timing. I've been having some trouble with something lately. Maybe you could help. Has there been something wrong with the DU's water supply? It's been turning off as it pleases lately. It almost closed it yesterday. Closed at a loss yesterday because the water got cut off in the middle of the day without a single word of warning. On behalf of the General Student Council, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. We're still working on restoring the Sanctum Towers, which is largely responsible for managing infrastructure in Kivatos. Until it's fully repaired, you may continue to experience similar outages. We've recently increased the number of personnel working on the tower, so I'd like to ask for a continued understanding. Of course. I feel a bit bad for complaining now. I thought the restoration efforts were all done. Structurally, the building itself is, but the Sanctum Towers is meaningless without its operating system, which is where we're having the most trouble. We've installed some temporary measures to restore power and water to the citizens for the time being. The Sanctum Tower's operating system is like much of the old other supernatural technology in Kivatos. And the General Student Council President was the only one who knew how it worked. We were able to maintain it in her absence. Rebuilding it from scratch is a different matter entirely. I know, like, they just recently went through it, but I feel like when it comes to something like the Sanctum Towers, I feel like there are two people I think we could call, or at least one we could ask for information about that. Well, the temporary system we've installed has been functioning well enough. It falls short when compared to the original control system's capabilities. Like, can we not at least ask Kay how to function it? Done eating. Do you want to go watch something? Did you have something specific in mind? Shupo's Grand Adventure? What? Shupo, the puppy mascot that won the character competition hosted by the DU Road Management Bureau and the Transportation Office. According to reports, they selected the safest option as the winner, as there are too many issues with using Momo-friend characters in official documents. However, it never really caught on with students. There's been a lot of criticism across departments that it was a waste of resources. Okay. It'll be a good opportunity to evaluate its effect and possible improvements in person. Please stop thinking about work! Ren! But work seems to be the only thing Ren was capable of thinking about. I thought the aisle leading to the emergency exit was narrow in comparison to the size of the screening hall. Narrow walkways like that can cause bottlenecking during the evacuation, endangering citizens' safety. I just sent a ticket to the establishment later to rectify that and ensure their building is up to code across the board. That's what you got out of it? Ren. I'd hoped she would be able to snap out of work mode as we continued our day, but... Sensei, did you ask for a receipt for those clothes? Even if it's cash or for personal use, please keep the receipt for your taxes. What? You're hiding your shopping habits from a certain someone? Yuka! Yeah, she'll crush me between her 100... No, wait, no, that's not punishment. She'll yell at me... No, that's not... She'll get disappointed in me, how about that? Surely you don't mean anyone from the treasurer's office, do you? Sumomo, I'm currently in Alba Central. Suen Tower is scheduled to be demolished last month, wasn't it? Why am I still seeing it here? To summarize, demolition was delayed because cost negotiations with the contractor came to a standstill? This matter should have been reported to me as soon as it happened. Please submit a detailed report on what happened by next Tuesday. Everywhere we went, Ren still prioritized her work over enjoying her day off. She'll make you do her taxes? That is also... No, but she'll stay and help me is the thing. Which means time with Yuka. What is this? Where did we take her? Ah! A weekend day is complete without an arcade. This isn't a date. I'm getting tired of correcting you at that point. But no, even before I joined the General Student Council, I'd never been to one. How is that humanly possible? Is that so shocking? I never saw a reason to. I've never had much interest in video games, nor am I particularly good at them. And they're not useful for my studies or work, so I saw no advantage in investing time into them. So even you have a weakness, Rin. Is student fighter too? What? You can't be serious. What? And the odds are stacked too highly in your favor. I don't know how to play. So you're running away? Nanagami-rin? Schoolyard taunts don't work on me. Anyways, there's no need for bets. If we're trying to have fun, I would rather play without any looming penalties. You didn't think I would enjoy it if the stakes were too low? Please don't worry about that. You sound just like her. Oh, I think we hit a completely different landmine. Rennie! Wanna play Reversey? I found an old Reversey box in the storage room. Let's make a bet. The loser buys the winner a drink. Huh? But you never play seriously if you don't put some kind of stakes on it, Rennie. I want you to be as invested as I am. I swear all I did was blink and you filled the entire board with black stones. Fine. I'll take the bet. As long as your request is within reasonable bounds. What is reasonable, Tio? Exactly as it sounds. Like buying a winner a drink or doing their work. While there are plenty of rumors about you, I'm sure you wouldn't actually ask a student for something absurd like licking your feet or getting down on all fours. Never let her meet Yori. Never let her meet Yori. A reward of some kind can make the game more interesting, I suppose. We're already here, so I may as well make the most of it. But let me use the first round to get used to the mechanics. Round 1! Fight! So these are my skills. Got it. Oh no, is she someone who innately understands? This button's to block an attack. I understand it now. Akira, win! Let's continue. Round 2. Fight! My character does better from a distance. If I just apply pressure and go for a low. Oh no! No, she's a natural! Nanagami-rin win! Final round! Nanagami-rin, perfect! I was never good with fighting games. I've never mentioned that. Are you sure you've never played before? I did tell you when we first got here. It was my first time in an arcade. And no, I've never played this genre of game before either. But all you need to do is enter the attack and block input at the right time, no? It's easier than working at the General Student Council, that's for certain. I have to be ready to react to anything at any time. Could she beat Yuzu though? No, no one can beat Yuzu. About this time was thinking, we need Rin versus Yuzi, Queen! Is it gonna... God, can you imagine the things she would notice from Yuzi, Queen? You say that like it's so easy. You flatter me. Even if I have some crude talent, I'm sure someone who is actually good at video games would laugh at the notion. Yuzu. This is a reference to Yuzu. Also, what? Hi, Strawberry. Hello. Hope you're doing well. For example... Sensei, it's a bit early, but could I make my request right now? Ish. There are a lot of people around us. Just what are you thinking? I'd like to ask you to accompany me somewhere. There's someone I want to talk to. If they didn't do that eventually, you'd be sorely disappointed. It has to be some ridiculous way that those two meet. There's no way they could meet under normal circumstances. It has to be something absolutely ridiculous. Wait, the Queen's Gambit? Probably a summer event if I had to guess. Oh god, summer General Student Council when? Prison 1192. You have a visitor. Is it her? Oh! Can I be so honest right now? She do be looking kind of cute, though. Spork. Spork found in prison. Aye! What? All I said is that she's cute. So what? Whenever you guys say I'm cute, does that mean I get to bonk you? Final episode was a huge crossover at the end. This part could be another huge team up. Yeah, but then you also have to be in the situation where Rin would openly fight Yuzu in the video game. It certainly can't be in the Volume S level stakes. It has to be something ridiculous, like Summer. And here I was, wondering who would visit me at this hour. What brings you here, acting General Student Council President? Dressed all cute, too. Judging by the fact that you even brought Shale Sensei with you. We're here to brag about your date. Damn! And not at all. Why does everyone keep jumping to the assumption? Ridiculous, the summer only happened to F-Go Aki. You can't say that with the stuff we've seen in Blue Archive Summer. Hifumi brought a goddamn tank. You can't tell me ridiculous things don't happen in the beach. Could, but mostly just worry about you toss aside morality in favor of supporting anyone who's even moderately cute. Yes, but you have to remember, Strawberry, just about everyone in this game is cute. And we support our students. I wanted to check in on you and ask a few questions. Chief Officer Rin, wouldn't it be better for someone of your position to just send someone or leave a note? I'm fully aware of how busy you must be as the acting president. You really have time to dawdle here in the corrections bureau? Thank you for the concern, but today is my day off. I've left each department strict guidelines to follow, so they'll be fine no matter what crisis occurs. Actually, everything is normal in Kivatos, so no, not everything is normal. Because the things we normally consider normal in reality would be weird in Kivatos. It'd be impossible because cute is justice, therefore the cute character is always in the right. Also, with every crisis, what about the stuff we experience? So on your precious day off, you came to make small talk with an enemy? Are you actually an idiot? Or does it fulfill some kind of sadistic urge in you to taunt a prisoner? If you're uncomfortable with me being here, I'll leave and send you a letter instead. Aki is never wrong about anything except his insistence not be cute. Shut up! I'm not cute! Hold on. I didn't say that. Don't leave yet. Aw. She's lonely. I mean, I happen to have a moment and you made the effort to come all the way out here. It'd be a shame if I didn't spare some time for you. What could you possibly be busy with, actually? Of course. As soon as I wake up, I go for a run. What about when two characters are in direct opposition to one another? We did that! It's called Volume 3! Actually, Volume 2, too! Volume 2 as well. Because of Rio and everyone else. Then before breakfast, I read self-help books on leadership. And after breakfast, I... Okay, fine, I have no schedule at all. Hiya! It's rare to find something enjoyable to do, let alone someone to talk to. In prison. I do appreciate it has separated me to keep me running into any of the Fox Squad members, but that means I don't have anyone to talk to at all. I'm essentially in solitary confinement. Wait, Fox Squad is here? Eh? Still in Volume 0? Okay. Don't... Shut up. Don't do that. I have ridiculously limited access to outside news. I don't get any visitors. I'm still not happy to see you, okay? Aw, Kaya, you're lonely. It's okay. I'm glad to see you're in good health. Of course I am. I'm destined for greatness. A superhuman like me won't falter and neglect my well-being from a singular mistake. I may have slipped from my past, but I'll recover. And when I do, I'll stage a successful coup and regain my power. I've thought this before, but I have to acknowledge your boundless confidence. You don't seem to know what defeat is and march endlessly forward, no matter the obstacle or judgment. Fox Squad did a coup with her, so yeah? Yeah, fair enough. I've never seen you lose a game. Which is why I want to ask you to play chess with me. Oh boy. Why do I feel like this is gonna be the most heated chess match I'll ever see? Rook. Rook. H8. Check. Bishop. H3. Okay, so like... all jokes aside, there is genuinely something really serene about this. Is that weird to say? Like, it's strangely calming. But it also feels like the calm before the storm. Knight, G6. Rook, F7. Check. King, H6. Queen, G6. Check. I lost. Chess is usually a serene game. Fair, that is true. Your chess skills haven't dulled at all, Kaya. I've never met someone quite like you. Like I said, there's not much to do here. I've been solving chess problems by myself. This is the first time I've actually been playing against someone since I started, but I think I've improved a bit. Is this gonna be like that one scene with Shiro from No Game No Life, where like chess is just more complicated tic-tac-toe? And chess is this simple for me. I still can't seem to understand why my tactics didn't work back then. Because you forgot to put in the human element? What is that look? What's wrong with what I said? You still don't understand, Kaya. Tactics and perfect plan mean nothing in the real world. Life isn't like a chessboard. Because neither you nor your subordinates are superhumans. People are not chess pieces. The harder you try to control them, the harder they become to manage. For an ordinary person, one who couldn't become a superhuman, the best they can do is to maintain the status quo. And you think you would have been able to succeed where I couldn't? No, I'm no superhuman either. There's only one superhuman we know that can move people across the board like chess pieces. You're right. She could have done it. But she never would have needed to in the first place. No one would have questioned her. The idea of having to prove herself is probably a foreign concept to her. I've been chasing her shadow ever since she disappeared. Just like you. I saw it was my chance to become a superhuman. I saw I could become the perfect replacement. I read through countless records, thinking that if I just tried hard enough. But that's the thing, isn't it? She made it look effortless. But here I am. When Kivitos fell into chaos, what was it that you had the Fox Squad bring to you from Chalet's basement? If there are too many people here, I can ask them to leave. I have the power to do at least that much as the acting president. No, it's fine. What difference does it make to me now? I had to bring them me a plain old wristwatch. What? More so, what appeared to be one. Please elaborate. After the General Student Council president disappeared, I secretly investigated everything she left behind. Most of it was just personal belongings, like school supplies and teacup sets. But what I was looking for was an artifact, one powerful enough to transfer the Sanctum Tower's control. Exactly. Sensei's Shit'em chest. What?! If an artifact powerful enough to control Kivitos' infrastructure was in the swipe of a hand existed, I thought there were maybe more, maybe even one more powerful than the chest. And when I was going through the records of the General Student Council president, I found records of just that, Another artifact stored inside the chalet basement. The Staff of Shaked. Based on the President's records, it's an object capable of discerning the truth. The Staff of Shaked? Oh, you already knew, Sensei. You got my hopes up for nothing. How boring. It was difficult to tell from the records just from what discerning this truth meant, so I ordered Fox Squad to bring it to me. I figured that if the Staff of Shaked really was comparable to the Shidam chest, it would benefit me not only in my coup, but also in controlling the General Student Council. Remember that, Akira? Where they stormed and got— Yeah, I do. Once I had it in my hands, the Staff of Shaked seemed like nothing more than an ordinary watch. I studied about it this way and that, but it really didn't seem to do anything but tell the time, and I'd forgotten about it by the time the coup began. I put it back in the chest it was originally stored in and left it in the General Student Council building storage room. Unless someone took it, it should be in there. I wonder why it didn't work. I could never figure it out. Maybe there's some special way to operate it, or I don't possess the ability to control the artifact. Or maybe the General Student Council President's records were wrong. The user of the Shidam chest might be able to get something out of it, Akira-sensei. We'll investigate once we return to the General Student Council. And we're back to work again! Don't worry too much, Sensei. Despite appearances, I've been enjoying my time off. Enjoying a nostalgic meal and playing games with a longtime rival is an uncommon experience for me. So I should make the most of it while I can. If you don't mind, Kaya, maybe I can make up for my embarrassing loss from earlier with a rematch? If we put both the tablet and the watch, could we both share the load of Verona and Plana between the two and stop overloading the Shidam chest? Maybe. I'm always happy to play chess, but I have no plans on going easy on you. My first move. Pawn to d4, pawn d5. Chief Officer, this might not suit your style, but sometimes it's an effective gambit to sacrifice a pawn to strengthen your mid-game. Pawn c4. Pawn e6. I'll decline. Sky blue tinted nostalgia. After we finished our visit with Kaya, I escorted Rin back to the General Student Council building. I really don't need an escort back. It's too late for you to be taking this kind of detour for my sake. I do this because I want to. Also, my expertise is in office work. I'm also a member of the General Student Council. The kind of thugs that we get in this area pose no problem to me. We get Plana that explained how we were able to expand our control to guide more than 6 students. Yeah, that was the limit restriction break. So I'm thinking if we get to watch this might unlock a new kind of content, or it just, you know, unbears the load on Arona. At least. If anything, Akira-sensei, you're the one who'd be in much more danger. Although, it's a moot point now. Since you're already here, would you like to come in for a little bit? My god. Will you quit it? I want to examine the Staff of Shaked that Kaya mentioned. It appeared to be nothing more than an ordinary smartwatch to Kaya, but maybe it'll react to you the same way the Shidam chest did, Sensei. And if it really is what she said it was, it may help us stabilize Kivatos, or even lead to a clue about the President's whereabouts. So I'd like to investigate as soon as possible. What could possibly be more important than finding the President? Your vacation? I understand. It's been a long day, so you should also go back and get some rest, Sensei. If you'd excuse me then. So this is... Oh, she got her uniform back. The Staff of Shaked must be inside this chest. It's locked, but beyond that, there doesn't seem to be anything particularly special about it. And what's this emblem? It's not the General Student Council's. This belongs to the President? What could this emblem possibly be? What does it say? And the phrase written below. That which brought you out of heaven. Connection password authorized. User, Chief Officer Nanagami Rin, the current acting General Student Council present. Comparison results. 99% match with the authorized individual's voice print. Verified. Lifting the ARC seal. What? Huh? That was easy. Which must mean this watch really is the staff of Shiked. But it looks to be just an ordinary smartwatch to me. Sensei is likely my only option. I wondered at this about the Shidam chest as well. But what could the President have wanted with these items? I thoroughly understand that only a superhuman can move the pieces that make up this world. But is only an adult like Sensei allowed to access the fragments you've left behind? Why is it called a staff if it's a watch? The Shidam chest is called a chest, but it's a smart tablet. President. I'm not good enough to fill the hole you've left. If you can hear me, I don't care if it's a lie. But can you tell me everything will be okay? Or anything at all? Wait. Oh no. Rin-chan, how would you do if I disappeared one day? If you're planning on a long vacation, please submit the request at least 2 weeks in advance. No, I meant hypothetically. What if I got injured or really sick and I couldn't make it to work? Oh, that's ominous considering the state we saw at the beginning of the game. Or what if there was a sudden incident and I disappeared? How would you feel, Ren? It's a difficult hypothetical to indulge, but if that were to happen, it'd be problematic at best. My workload would likely double. How mean! That's all I am to you! Isn't that the obvious line of thought? Just look at the amount of work, not to mention the complexity of it, that you're handling. It'd be impossible to backfill your position. That's not true. With enough hard work and dedication, anyone can do anything. I'm really not all that important. And there's one thing not even the most capable person can replace. And that's... They're called that because it's a reference to biblical objects. There's also that, yeah. Like, Blue Archive has a lot of mythological and biblical references. And now with the Shining Trapezoid's droid, there's also that. There's also the Lovecraftian stuff. Rin, wake up. Chief Officer Nanagami Rin! That voice. Good morning, Rin. Did you fall asleep working? It's always good to work hard, but how many times do I have to tell you? None of that matters if you ruin your health in the process. Okay, I have theories. And all of them are depressing. Actually, it's just the one theory, but it's depressing. So, oh god, oh my god, oh no, oh god. Hold on, what was that quote? That which brought you out of heaven. Sounds like an off-color base Blue Archive BGM. Yeah, no, oh god. Okay, so Rin was a voice match for the staff of Shiked. And she wished for nothing, even if it was a lie. Oh no! Rin! aware of something. Oh no! Oh god! Frick! What the hell? Who are you? You're not the council member. How'd you get in here? Aw, that hurts. Have you forgotten what I look like already? Maybe you're still dreaming. I do not feel warmth from those eyes. Not at this moment. Shidham is a reference to the wood that the Ark of the Covenant was made out of, and it is likely that the Staff of Shakhet is a reference to Aaron's rod. And what did that do? Replica. Awesome. Great name, by the way. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'll reintroduce myself. I'm your old friend, the president of the General Student Council who governs Kivatos, the Academy City, the General Student Council president. They're not even hiding the fact, huh? So the mystery was basically told you at the very beginning! Error in memory. Oh no. Rin, no! I can't even blame her. It was an innocent enough wish. You, the General Student Council president? Of course. Oh my god, she is short. I know, like, Rin's kind of tall for the girls, right? She's shorter than I thought she would be. That being said, in terms of design, pretty cute. Of course I am. What's going on, Rin? I know I've been away for a long time, but I'm hardly a stranger. No, you are a stranger. Who are you? Rin, you must be mad at me for disappearing like that. I don't want to make excuses for myself, but just let me explain. That wasn't a passive-aggressive comment because I'm angry. I meant it exactly as I said it. He's back? I don't know you. I have no memories of someone like you in my life at all. I know the president's face, so for you to claim to be her, if this is a prank on someone's behalf or something more sinister, I do not find it funny. I really want to avoid this. Protocol team, can you call Aoi? No, the chief of finance here right now. Tell her it's about concern I have about the chief officer's condition. What could her plan be? Why would she endanger herself further by calling the chief of finance here? She'll be called out on her lie immediately. Rin, no, chief officer, there you are. I heard you didn't return to your room last night. Did you get so stressed from being away from work that you pulled an all-nighter here? Oh, God. That defeats the entire purpose of you taking a break. It's hardly the issue right now. The stranger... Anyway, what do you need from me, President? What? Aoi, what did you call this person just now? The President? She called me on here on business. And it's you, Aoi? You find nothing strange about that person's pretending to be the president right now? Rin, what are you saying? Sitting behind the desk. He's our General Student Council president. I forgot that Sumomo's design was so extremely cute and funny. Oh my god. Huh? The president? I don't think she looks any different. I guess her vibe's kind of different, but I don't know. Of course I do. How could I forget that full voluminous platinum blonde hair that looks just like a Polycoro potato chip? You swear the Prez had blue hair? Maybe you should go look up platinum in the dictionary? What did General Student Council President look like? Of course I remember. He had pink hair and green eyes. Wait, no, this is what former acting President Kaya looked like. What did the president look like? Guys, she's doing her best. She's doing her best. Maybe black hair? What if she actually remember? Okay, it'd be really funny if she's one of the other people that remembers, but because she's her. Bruh.
Rin, you keep repeating the same questions and I don't know what to say. She seems the same to me. This may come off a bit rude, but do you think maybe you've been pushing yourself too hard lately? Perhaps you just need a good night's rest. Have you calmed down? This isn't like you, Rin. How does no one remember? After all that we've been through together, why does no one remember the president? I refuse to believe it. Who are you, and how have you tricked everyone to believing you're the president? Perhaps this is my fault. Maybe I was asking too much of you to fill my position while I was away. Human memories are fickle, and excessive stress or fatigue can really affect the brain. So that's okay that you don't remember me. No, I'm not confused.
More of her, please? Wait, which one?
Even if the others don't remember, I've held onto the fragments of her all this time. Look, this photo of me and the president that I carry with me.
Oh no. Even funnier possibility, she remembers a third GSC president from a third alternative reality that actually has black hair. This is the subtlest foreshadowing ever. That would be the stupidest level of foreshadowing, but honestly, kind of peak. Or it could be a stupid remember, or it could be remembering the original reality and she's thinking about Rin. What do I think about the General Student Council? Oh my god. Stop it. Fuck! I knew it was gonna happen, but it still hurts to look.
How? She's disappeared from her photo. I'm sorry, Rin. I'm back now, so you can take a step back from work. Why don't you take this chance to get a nice long vacation? This photo was definitely...
Oh, here's the test of it all! More Hanai. Only the second time she showed up, but you love her character. Valid. Also, is it Haine? Isn't Hanai another character from Trinity?
Akira-sensei, perfect timing. I need to ask you something. Does this student look like the General Student Council president to you?
Someone else is supposed to be there. Guys!
The president? Sorry, I don't know her. I knew it! I knew I wasn't the only one who remembered the actual president looked like. Surely the president I remember isn't the wrong one, right? Rin. Calm down and hear out first.
Too many names? No, it's okay.
Oh my. I've never seen Rin turn into an adult like that before. It's good to see our stubborn Rin loosen up a bit, but makes me a bit sad too. Can you introduce yourself? Well then, greetings. I am the president of the General Student Council who governs Kivatos, the Academy City. It's a bit embarrassing to say this myself, but I'm pretty well known here in Kivatos. It's rare to find a citizen who doesn't know who I am, so I'm surprised you don't know me. Have you come here from outside of Kivatos? If possible, I would like for you to introduce yourself as well. I'm Akira, Shale-sensei. Shale? What exactly did this Shale organization do?
Okay. What the I need my plushie. I'll be back. I'm gonna get my plushie. This is too much. This is too much. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna freaking lose it, man. Hold on. I have my plushie, so let me represent that somehow here too. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Does it know? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Totes. Ah! The emotional support Castoria enters the realm. Yeah. Oh.
Chalet is the Federal Investigation Club, an organization for extrajudicial authority. An investigation organization with extrajudicial authority that transcends academy power. I'm sure an organization with that much authority would need permission from the General Student Council President to operate. However, I don't recall ever establishing such an organization. This isn't a matter I can just brush aside.
Frick, man. What the fuck? This hurts. This is hurting me. This is actually causing me physical pain.
What?
Really? Return of the Superhuman. How porters just look straight at you. It is ominous.
I explained to the student claiming to be the General Student Council President everything that happened while she was gone.
So the only one... Because the reason we're not affected is because of the Shidam chest? Because we have an artifact as well. Does that negate the ability of the staff of Shaked?
I see. So much happened while I was gone. I have no excuses. But not everything is adding up to me. I don't remember anything about the Shidam chest you speak of. And I gave it to you? It looks like an ordinary tablet to me. And let's say I did. The idea of a tablet one could easily be stolen that grants full access to the Sanctum Power operating system is ridiculously unsafe. All it would take is one person with malicious intent to take hold of the Shidam chest, and we would be facing an irreversible crisis. Don't you agree, Sensei? It's true. Likewise, the staff of Shaked, the other artifact that Rin mentioned, looks like an ordinary wristwatch to me. And above all, I wouldn't rely on mysterious artifacts of unknown origin and workings to resolve serious matters that would affect the whole of Kivatos. This supposed plan of mine is full of holes that I can't comprehend. I believe some adjustments are necessary. To shut down Chalet? Everything I did based on the document the General Student Council President left in her absence. If you really are her, then you would remember this, where you established both Chalet and Sensei's appointment to their role. I can't deny that the signature on this document is mine. But Chalet's accomplishments in Kivatos during my absence are nothing to scoff at. I've already read through their reports. And what I really read was that you worked hard to protect the students' autonomy and safety without once abusing the authority granted to you. I have no intention of denying or rejecting Chalet. More than anything, I owe you a huge thank you for all you did, on behalf of the General Student Council.
I would lose my job. We get paid?
Surely not. I'm not so inflexible that I would cast aside the savior of Kivatos because of my faulty memories. However, despite these faulty memories of ours, we'll need to speak more and come to an agreement together. If you are the real General Student Council President, then why did you abandon your role and disappear without warning? Where have you been this entire time? What were you doing? Unfortunately, I don't think I have a satisfactory answer for you. I have clear memories of the last day I carried out my official duties before the General Student Council President disappeared from the records. Just like any other day, I reviewed the documents on my desk, signed them, and left the office.
That's suspicious. Because it was said before the jump, let's say, that she never left the office.
But everything after that, like a thick fog, takes over my brain. At some points, I wondered if I fall into a coma without realizing it, but I eventually came to consciousness only to find a completely different Kivatos from the one I'd known. And then I met you, who doesn't remember me at all. Your explanation is only confusing me more. I understand. I know this doesn't answer any of your questions, but it's because even I don't understand it myself.
There's also the whole thing about the trapezoid and from the... Because my running theory now is that the president who found that, this is her. That's my running theory so far. And that her memories are like this, and she's acting as a student council president because of Rinny's wish.
The world has always been an enigmatic puzzle. If you think about all the impossible problems and accidents that occur in Kivitos, my memory loss is in a drop of the ocean. That's why I can't remain floating in the water, regardless of what does or doesn't make sense. I have responsibilities to carry out as the General Student Council President. Rin, let's continue this conversation whenever we can, and I'll do my best to live up to the General Student Council President until you can accept me. Even if it ends in you rejecting me entirely, I won't run away from my responsibilities. How are you saying the same words she did? Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have an entire mountain of work to catch up on. Oh, and I'd like to extend the same invitation to you, shall I, Sensei? Please feel free to visit the General Student Council anytime if you wish to speak with me. I apologize for having made this request of you in our first meeting in so long. Would you be willing to withdraw the Trinity Tea Leaves redistribution regulations the Tea Party proposed last month, Miss Nagisa? I was all a Twitter, wondering what the General Student Council President would discuss with me after a long absence. However, I find myself rather disappointed. Our answer remains the same. As we told the Chief of the Regulatory Committee, we cannot. You see, this is a rather mild response from Trinity, in fact. This is the bare minimum to ensure our students receive their due share, as well as to streamline our distribution channels. We take pride in the care we put into growing and preserving our tea leaves, and these regulations ensure they're not underestimated by the market. We hope you can understand. Furthermore, it is my understanding that the General Student Council does not possess the authority to intercede with ordinances from individual academy districts. Could there have been a shift in policy without having notified us? No, not at all. Of course, each district has a right to propose ordinances based on their needs, and the General Student Council respects each right. Please try to see my side of things. Trinity's tea leaves account for a significant share of Kivitos' supply. Supply and demand cause prices to skyrocket once you cut off the city from that source. Take Red Winter Academy, who has to import all their tea leaves. They found themselves in the short end of the stick here. They did not realize that Trinity was responsible for the well-being of other academies. Actually, while we're on the topic, I just had a cup of black tea the tea party sent to us. The freshness and sweet under notes were innovative. Was it a new blend? How keen of you. Yes, this blend had a light touch of citrus oil. Well, I'm pleased to hear you enjoyed it. Why the change in subject? Well, I just couldn't help but feel that I really wanted a delicious dessert with that smooth cup of Lady Grey tea. For example, like a chocolate pie, generously topped with Red Winter's lingonberries. I was just imagining how Red Winter's students would react and speak of Trinity's General Student Council, of Trinity General School, if they were to try out a Trinity tea that pairs well with their fruits.
The new GSC Press has a watch and logo on their clothes, is the same as the box where the staff was. Kinda not really, because it's kinda in the way, the text box is kinda in the way. She does. So my running theory now, maybe the trapezoid has an effect with it. Like, maybe that's the president from that visualist cutscene at the beginning of the prologue. But this is definitely a wish from Rin. This is definitely a wish from Rin taking form about the General Student Council president. Has she become the staff herself, in a way?
What do you think, Miss Nagisa? I believe fine tea must be served with befitting dessert. I understand well what you're implying. I'll reconsider our current distribution regulations. That's all I ask. Thank you. Yes, of course. It's rather refreshing to share a conversation with another tea sommelier. It's been quite some time since I split leaves on the nuances of tea. The next time you visit the tea party, I will treat you to our newest blend. I'll be counting down the days. Amidst the increase in criminal activities throughout the DU lately, an internal investigation from the Defense Office claimed that Gehenna students were responsible for 50% of this incident over the past few months! said, the Deputy Chief of Defense reportedly sent an official letter to Gehenna requesting cooperation with the investigation, but has not received a response yet. Ms. Makoto, as the chairman of Pandemonium Society, do you know anything about this matter? It's a foolish question, not even worth answering. What, instead of the president became the staff, what if it's the opposite? The staff became... No, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, Rin's wish, with the staff of Shikandarum, formed this false president of the General Student Council, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying this president became the staff. I am saying the staff became the president. Of course. Not! Then would the Pandemonium Society be willing to provide the necessary personnel and resources to better manage criminal activity coming out of Gehenna? Why are you asking that of us? That's the prefect team's duty. Gehenna, out of Gehenna, whatever. It's not the Pandemonium Society business to keep students in check. In other words, this whole issue is because of Head Prefect Hina! Oh, God. I also think because it's Rin's wish that there's going to be things off from her actual personality. Because, like, she was a superhuman president, yes, and she did seem perfect and made everything she look natural. But she's missing the whimsy, if that makes sense. Like, she seems like the perfect president in terms of business and stuff. But I think because Rin didn't really understand, I don't think it's the right word, but you know what I mean. Like, the whimsy of the General Student Council president, we got this person instead. Which has all the perfection of her, but none of, like, what seems like the whimsy of it. At least so far. Wait a second. If what you say is true, then we can hardly continue entrusting administrative tasks to the prefect team as you requested in the past. I see. I fully understand the situation. This really was all caused by Head Prick Peanut's incompetence. President? Yeah, you finally got it? I can't believe I troubled our Chairman Makoto, who must be utterly overwhelmed by managing such an incompetent head prefect. I can't even begin to imagine the workload of a leader like yourself. I have no excuses. No need to apologize. I, as a great Makoto, am a magnanimous figure, and do not discipline those who can reflect on their mistakes. Besides, I'm glad that the General Student Council President is someone who I can reason with, unlike a certain someone. Is there anything you need from the Pandemonium Society? No, that was all. After all, Chairman Makoto dealing with the head prefect must keep both your hands very, very full. I like the way you think. That's right. Root all those annoying problems to the prefect team, since they're the ones responsible for all that stuff in Gehenna. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Deputy Chief of Defense, contact Gehenna's head prefect. Contact Gehenna's prefect team and request for cooperation. Please share all the data and suspect intel the defense office provided us. You have my approval for whatever supplies the prefect team may request. Send the invoice to the regulatory committee team in charge of Gehenna. Yes! And a box of caffeine pills and digestive medicine to President Sorisaki. She'll appreciate them. Yeah, okay. She just believed the BS I spit in! What did you just say to me? What do you mean Morokori's season exclusive chocolate pudding won't be releasing in Red Winter? All I said was that the General Student Council is the wrong place to be asking about a specific company's product release. And you're even more wrong for calling the transportation office. What a pain. Huh? Aren't you in charge of dessert-related tasks in the General Student Council? I saw you once. You were waiting in line at the Garabi pop-up store, so I drew the natural conclusion. That was totally someone else?
Makoto? No, just convince it to abdicate power to Hina. Thanks, Makoto.
Look, the point is I can't do anything about pudding, so go ask someone else. Did you think that the one and only Cherno would fall for such duplicity? This is blatant discrimination. You look to undermine my authority by releasing pudding in other academies and not ours. The Red Winter office will utilize all possible means to protest the General Student Council until you solve this. This is seriously annoying. Do you mind if I interject my opinion here? And you are? It has been a while, Student Council President of Red Winter Academy, Head of Beautification, the Great Leader, Head of Physical Education, and the Catering Department at Red Winter Academy's best epicure, Cherno. This is the General Student Council President.
You know, if my theory is true, Rin knows how to make one hell of a wish. Goddamn!
Your mustache is gleaming magnificently today as usual. If it's not rude of me to ask, I can't help but wonder what your mustache care routine is. Ahem. You must feel the weight of my authority for my perfectly groomed mustache. Very sharp, President of the General Student Council. However, I unfortunately have no answer for your question. It's all natural. I am very envious. I understand why so many Red Winter students sing high praises about your mustache, President Cherno. Anyways, I heard that the new limited chocolate pudding from Morokori is very sticky. It's a huge complaint, actually. The mess you makes around your mouth when you eat one. Wouldn't countless students be devastated if your precious mustache were stained beyond repair? Over pudding? That's true. No, I refuse to give up. I have anticipated this limited edition pudding for months now. I'm sure this will do little to assuage your heavy disappointment. But I actually happen to have some of the limited edition caramel pudding... Oh god. Lesio Blue released just a bit ago. Would this gift prompt you to be generous enough to let that evil corporation off the hook? Just this once? Lesio Blue's caramel pudding. Ahem. At your request, I'll let this slide, General Student Council President. But just this once. Thank you for your understanding, Miss Cherno. Momoka? I have no clue what she's talking about. I've never been to a dessert pop-up store or anything like that. Even if it's for a once-in-a-lifetime dessert that you love, you can't leave the office during work hours. As members of the General Student Council, we need to set an example for the other students. I'm meeting with some pastry company artists next week. I tried to get you some samples. Really? Wow. The General Student Council president just got back and she's knocking out all kinds of long-standing issues one by one. She's hurting those egotistical academy leaders like they're docile lambs. But they wouldn't give to have that kind of charisma. She was gone for too long, but I'm glad she's back. I agree, seriously, no one can ever replace the president. Ren? This won't do. Pairing. Honestly, out of all the immediate worries right now, Rin is one of them, yes. But it's also... I hope Arona and Plana are okay. I was on my way back to Chalet after finishing up my work with the General Student Council. Sensei, may I request some of your time? Plana! There is a subject I wish to discuss with you. Is it just you? Where's Arona? What is your evaluation of that woman, Sensei? The General Student Council President? She didn't seem like a bad kid. Negative. She cannot be trusted. She is a fake. She is not the General Student Council President. True identity and intentions unknown. Recommendation. Take caution around her. Negative. Your memories are not wrong, Sensei. Because the real General Student Council President is... Plana! Did you find out where the real General Student Council President is?
Subtle. Very subtle. Very, very subtle game. Extremely subtle. Bruh. Dude. Dude.
Not even I! The Super Arona was able to find her whereabouts, and I'm the Shinin Chest's OS! How did you find out?
Arona. Arona, you precious baby child, come here, you!
More importantly, what are we waiting for then?
Oh, I want to give her the biggest hug! Funny, Arona, now bring back... Blue Archive was subtle. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Negative. I do not know the location of the real one. However, I am certain that this one is a fake.
At least they're okay for now.
Above all, she did not recognize us, the OS of the Shinin Chest. We are not simply an artifact. The Shinin Chest is designed with the capability to manipulate the very essence of Kivatos. This was true in my world. It is true in every world. Conclusion. It is impossible for the General Student Council President of Kivatos to be ignorant of the Shinin Chest. And the General Student Council President cannot be the President if she is unable to perceive the Shinin Chest for what it is. No amount of competence can bridge that gap. Like that Mimesis pretending to be the President. Just like with other cases of Mimesis, she will destroy order and bring chaos to Kivatos. If that's true. Hold, Plana! You can't judge someone based on their abilities! Arona? Maybe she just lost her memories in a bad accident, and that's why she can't remember anything about the Shinin Chest. You can't make all these assumptions about someone without even talking to them face to face. That's rude! What's with the long-suffering sigh? Regardless, she's still not using the General Student Council President's power properly. You are already aware of what happens when an uncontrolled power is left unattended, Arona. That's true, but... Plana, do you know anything about the staff of Shiked? Negative, because I am also an OS resident within the Shinin Chest. I have no information in my database about other devices managed by the General Student Council President. Even in the world where I am from, the staff of Shiked was not used until the end times. But if the staff of Shiked is an artifact commensurate with the Shinin Chest, as the former Chief of Defense stated, then I can partially access this structure. How? Seriously, how? The process to verify authorized identities chosen by the General Student Council President and access to the Sanctum Tower is done wirelessly. So two devices using the same process should theoretically be able to pair with each other and synchronize data. This is the basic feature of the Shinin Chest. I knew that! It's just been so much surprising stuff that this conversation I forgot! I can request the staff of Shiked to transmit unique identification information right away with your approval, Akira-sensei. Requesting authorization. Authorize. Please be okay, Plana. Corn of Jericho. We thirst. Pairing to the staff of Shiked. Attempting to pair. Checking a response from the Auxiliary Operating Systems, SQD. As expected. Requirement. Additional biological authentication information. Sensei, could I ask you to renew your biological authentication information? Is it something like my fingerprints? Positive. It appears new authentication is required to unlock the new operating system. A formality, but an important one. Requesting cooperation. Oh! We get to do with Plana too? A little closer. Please place your finger against the tip of my finger. Yes, as if making a promise. Oh my god! Lana, is there a problem? Negative. An old memory resurfacing. That is all. Plana! Confirmation received. Akira-sensei, the user of operating system Arona. It is still you. Right. A reattempt pairing was a renewed biological authentication information. Downloading system data from the staff of Shaked. Pairing complete. Authorizing access to the auxiliary operating system SQD. Rebooting the OS to launch new system. Huh? Where are we? Why is everything in black and white? Apology. Temporarily optimized the environment in order to acclimate the new device's system within the hidden chest. The issue was caused by system overload. It should return to normal when the process is complete. Yeesh, warn me next time, please! I thought my visual capacitors were on the fritz! Noted. Really was the President's artifact? Positive. It appears that the smartwatch that the former Chief of Defense took was genuine. Side note, her obsession with the superhuman and specifically the General Student Council President should not be disregarded.
Please take care of my students, man. Even now, man. Even now, Volume F hits like a goddamn truck.
Are you sure things are gonna go back to normal? My strawberry milk and my pudding! They won't taste the same like this! Oh, this box in the corner is new. Hana, is the new data from the staff of Shaked in here? Positive. That is the new data from SQD that does not already exist in the hidden chest. Let's see. It's mostly dummy data used for the drive system. Confirmed. This over here is the SQD system's core file. And it looks like a little fruit. But without the colors, we can't tell what kind of fruit it is! Plana, can't we disable the optimization mode for a little bit? Yes. It will be difficult to analyze in our current environment. Temporarily disabling the system optimization mode for data analysis. Disabling optimization mode in 3, 2, 1. What? What? Girls? Huh? That's too much data for me to process at once! My head is spinning. Rona! Plana! Temporary data has exceeded the processing limit. At this rate, the operating system's memory will overflow. Must proceed with forced shutdown of operating system. Forced shutdown now! Proceeding with forced shutdown of main operating system, Arona. Found overflow-related bugs and logic circuit errors. Attempting to reboot with backup file. Rebooting OS to relaunch the system. No, please, 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 please! We made it in time. What just happened, Plana? I let my guard down. Our processing capabilities have been improved thanks to Perez Urza. However, the staff of Shaked is also an operating system created to support Sanctum's Tower of Vanishment. Running Arona and analyzing SQD systems core is not possible with our current power. I was of no help. My apologies, Sensei. I'm just glad the two of you are safe. I wouldn't say it was all meaningless. Because I, Super AI Arona, firmly held onto the core of Shaked while the system was rebooting. Here, look! Arona, what you are holding right now is an ordinary almond that contains no data. But how? I was holding it super tightly. When did it get away? It appears that the paired data was lost while rebooting the OS. Ooh. We should investigate the staff of Shaked more at a later time. More importantly, Sensei, it seems someone is tailing you. What? You've noticed. That wasn't my intention, though. Rin? Nice, disguise? Don't call me Rin-chan. Illusions and interferences. God, that last episode was a lot for my heart. Jeez. Man. Are those new? They look good on you. This isn't a fashion statement. It's a disguise. A disguise? Yes. If you want to be a disguise, Ren, there's a certain VTuber I think you would be very easily able to cosplay. I'm going to surreptitiously survey the public and see if anyone else remembers besides you remembers my General Student Council President. While carrying out my work for the Board of Administration, I've been observing the officers very closely. No one seems to even be surprised by the sudden change in the president's appearance. Way too big to disguise herself? Like I said, there's a certain VTuber I think she can disguise herself very easily. Try getting a sports bra, maybe? Girl trying to Clark Kent. Hey, listen, if it works for him, it can work for her. Not even the individual Academy district leaders had any significant reaction after meeting with her in video calls. There, I've come to the conclusion that the memories of everyone in Kivotos have been altered. Everyone? Yes, I realize this sounds far-fetched, but if we can find anyone else who remembers the original General Student Council President, the one that you and I remember, we might be able to find out where the real president is now. Thank you. I feel real relief hearing you say that. Time Warden or the Prison Dragon? Time Warden? At first, I thought maybe it was my memories that were wrong. I doubted myself more and more as I watched her win over everyone she came in contact with. I saw with my own eyes the positive effect she had on the General Student Council. But she... Rin-chan? Rin-chan? Rin-chan! He's definitely not the president. Oh, so she does remember the whimsy. I guess the wish thing didn't take account for that. I'm sorry. I took too much of your time. Never. Are you going to keep those sunglasses on? Luckily, Aki doesn't suffer the same problem with this guy. He only needs extra Oi! Shut the Shut up! Of course I am. No one can know who I am during this investigation. The public wouldn't react well if they found out that the chief officer was questioning the identity of the General Student Council President. I need to obscure my identity completely so I don't raise any suspicions. You look incredibly suspicious. Why are you looking at me like that? Do these sunglasses look strange on me? I was thinking they look cute. We're short on time, so we can talk on the way. Our first target is the commercial district, since students from various academies visit there often. The saying goes, big can fill a man's hand, but small fills a man's heart. Shut up!
Also, I'm still cute. Shut up! Let's say ya!
We casually asked people in the busy downtown area about the General Student Council president. The General Student Council president? I'm glad she returned. Life was a lot harder when she was gone. Now she's back, I'm less worried about getting caught in random shootouts.
It's still Kivito, so I wouldn't say that.
The General Student Council president's new look?
Does she look different? I'm not good with faces.
Maybe she dyed her hair? She's definitely different from before. I have sharp eyes, so I know that for sure. Compared to before, the General Student Council president
has shorter hair by 5 centimeters, bruh.
It'd be difficult to trim her hair on her own, so she must be visiting a salon while she was gone. But which salon? Who in the world could it have been?
What if she's right? What if the original actually had 5 centimeter longer hair? That'd be the craziest part, honestly.
Most people we asked didn't remember the previous General Student Council president at all.
Oh! Damn! This is an alternate universe because she's getting screen time!
The General Student Council president seems different? You think?
Had way longer hair? Yeah, it makes sense too.
What about you, Erica? Do you remember? Not really.
Bruh, I'm not wrong! We know this is an alternate universe because she's getting screen time.
I think she looks more or less the same. Purple eyes, platinum blonde hair, and a beautiful smile that made her a little unapproachable.
What does the Twinkle Twinkle Club do? Ow.
There's even a trend going around in fashion magazines last semester. President Blonde, inspired by the General Student Council president's blonde hair. You're right! It was super popular! I was considering dyeing the tips of my hair with President Blonde. We like to keep up with the latest trends, and Kivito's basically revolves around her. Pretty sure we'd notice if something was different.
The OG had hair below her knee in length. I prefer short hair, but that long hair also sounds hot, to be honest.
It's even popular with Gehenna students, huh? Duh. We might not care that much about current events, but she's the one who keeps Kivito safe and all that. Huh? Makoto? The name sounds vaguely familiar. We were even stopped and treated as suspicious people.
What the frick?
You there, stop! Are you the ones who've been spraying false rumors about the General Student Council president's identity around here? You just got back. Why would you spread such malicious slander? What if people file complaints because of your lies?
That wasn't our intention. You find long hair to be extremely pretty? I find extremely long hair pretty. I think I'm a person with a little bit of extremes. That being said, in Attack on Titan, I like Mikasa's initial hair lengths. When she cut it even shorter, I wasn't exactly a fan.
Wait, isn't that
Akira-sensei?
Excuse us, we were sent based on a tip someone called in. If it was you, it really must be just a misunderstanding. Please do take extra caution. Just because the president's returned, it doesn't mean everything is all fine and dandy. People are starting to gather, demanding answers around her disappearance and what she's doing all this time. So it looks like the U is going to be quite hectic for a while. You're right. Should we head back? Please just wait a little longer. I'm sure we'll find someone. We just need to try a little harder. Give me just 30 more minutes. I thought today wasn't my lucky day, but to be able to run into Chalet Sensei at a place like this. And on top of that, to find you illicitly meeting with a student in a dark alleyway. This is... Oh! A scoop! That's me, the main host of the Kronos channel and a tenacious reporter who never loses sight of the truth, Kazumaki Mai from Kronos School of Journalism. My! I thought today was a flop when my interview got canceled out of nowhere, but then I stumbled upon Akira-sensei in the compromising position. Thanks to you, I won't have to worry about going back empty-handed! More importantly, who is this student over here? Since you're talking outside of Chalet in such a secretive manner, she must either be a higher up from an academy, or is this a secret relationship you've been trying to keep from the public?
Do you want to cause true chaos in Kivatos? Because Sensei getting out in a relationship is going to cause true chaos in Kivatos. I've seen a lot of fan comics like that. It's Aya. Then who would the other one be? Patate?
Huh? You look familiar for some reason. Have we met before? With sharp ears and black hair with bluish tint. I swear I've seen it before. I'm absolutely certain we interviewed you in Chrono's channel before. Who was it? Ah! I've been found out.
Aren't you Rina, the vocalist from KGSC, the mysterious idol group? Okay, so we now have, after finally finding out information on the Marine School, we have another group that's being mysteriously foreshadowed. Honto, I see.
What?
Post a full bio of OG President General Hontoni. Rina just been revealed actually. Wait, really? I'm assuming JP? Oh, now I need to see that. I need to see how accurate that the resemblance is. Also, wow, she is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. No, that's the smile of someone I could approach.
KGSC is an idol group whose whole brand was mystery. No one knows their real identity of their schools, and they came and went with like a blazing comet, winning the band competition and then vanishing into thin air. I've been waiting to cover you guys for so long. I had so much trouble finding even a single lead. You've been a hot topic on online communities since then. Can I get a statement, please? Actually, first please tell us your name and academy. Calm down. What is it? Why do you look so serious?
Rina, well, Rinny is helping Chalet with something important.
Don't call me Rin-chan. I can't believe you're hitting me with an embargo. Fine. What am I gonna do? Say no to Sensei of all people? I might get sent an actual bomb this time if people found out I ignored your heartfelt plea.
What do you mean this time an actual bomb? Actually, actual bomb is not the most surprising thing in Kivatos. Gods, my perception of this place has really changed since I first started.
But even so, I can't go back empty-handed. So could you give me an interesting scoop? Like a scandal between student council executives that only you might know? Or a secret of yours, one you've never shared with anyone? It's actually a good opportunity. Have you heard the rumors of the General Student Council president being switched? What? The General Student Council president was switched with someone else? She went missing?
This is a big risk move.
Do you want me to get cancelled? Even if I cited you as a source, no one will believe something that crazy. Wait, I could write an article about how Chalet Sensei is seriously endorsing this conspiracy theory. The public would eat it up. Oh boy. Please have mercy. Anyway, I haven't even heard a whisper about something like that. I don't think anyone could switch someone out as famous as the General Student Council president without anyone noticing. What would the motive even be?
Wild.
Wait, you know what? I just remembered. Someone said something like that. They swore up and down that the president had blue eyes and blue hair, but she's turned into a different person. Who? Who said that to you? Whoa, what's wrong? Why do you need to know? We have to meet that person. Where and who did you hear that from? I heard it from a regular in an old bar in Alba West District. I went there for an interview because I heard there was an interesting scoop there, but I walked away disappointed. All I heard was a bunch of absurd, far-fetched urban legend.
We need to haul ass.
He's usually there around this time, just like the guy covered in junk.
Junk? Wait.
Thank you. You helped us a lot. Don't mention it.
Oh dear.
Sensei, an idol group and the General Student Council present?
Just what kind of lineup is this? Good evening, Mr. Orwell? Orwell. This looks familiar.
Anyone here?
Because it would be so funny.
Oh boy. It looks deserted. I don't see any customers or even a bartender. Maybe they're closed?
No. For this place is not a bar for customers.
A bar is a place to enjoy a drink, yes? And yet beverages can be enjoyed nearly anywhere, not simply a bar.
Like what, Transformer Bus Robot?
The real intention behind this place is to revel in the social hierarchy, in a dark atmosphere with overpriced drinks that encourage a false sense of self-worth, the logic of signs that thrive within a consumer society. So tell me, do you wish this place to be a tool or a sign? Perhaps you chose sign. Then allow me, a mere customer whose entrance was mere moments before your own, to provide entertainment.
Gematria.
It has been some time, has it not, dear sensei? But of course!
Conde? Francis?
Ah, yes. I must redefine myself to you. That is why you find the matter in which you must address me a point of confusion. But of course! Where can one begin such an endeavor? Perhaps if you are so willing, we may travel back to when we last met. The Chroma's touch metamorphosized Gokond into Francis, and so it did transform his perception as well. He saw the world for what it was, a deconstructed genre. In a contrived reality in which the composition of your lives no longer holds any meaning, context, probability, all moot points. He believed this teacher before him would sink deep into the abyss as an identityless soul, as nothing at all.
In a post-Tenna world? Bruh.
But of course! However, a story has never seen a protagonist like this one. Like you. Perhaps even protagonist is an insult to what you become, the sign, sensei. You utilize it to its utmost capabilities, restoring the battered text of this world into a story of academy, life, and use. And once the story shifted, so did the Calcomania's very way of thinking. This world is more than a mere singular genre. It holds value much more inherent. Of course, Francis himself was a mere momentary phenomenon. For the Calcomania's voice itself was an essential component of the story. It was necessary to fill this hollow order, to create authority. But of course! And thus, the Calcomanias is enmeshed deep in the mires of inductive reasoning, absorb propositions to its name. Perhaps that concept is nonsense in itself. His name is homage to a great artist, yet it is now one developing the very argument which refutes his own existence. Pardon? I've been reminded of an amusing story. Some time ago, you had a meeting with a former colleague of ours, yes? From Gematria? What? The underground dweller. The one who would spit on reality in favor of the Codex. A rulebook not but he knew the machinations of. It was quite a simulation for us, one might say. And yet, the sublime again was but a tool in your hands, Sensei. Yet another intervention of the meta, another failed attempt to define that which we call our world. The underground dweller's failure informed the Calcomania's reasoning. What power does illusion have against the proper gravitas of reality? And in this world, this reality, what is it that consumes signs? Where the messages and writing of this world collide, where both reality and illusion dance in tandem.
Idea.
Media. The answer to all is media. The menagerie of media has spread the intricate threads of its webs throughout society's nervous system, a resting place for all that is, was, and will be, and a host that births mystics. In this world, it is the power to define. We no longer search for correct labels to shakily impose upon society. I am the new consciousness, and I eagerly await the signs you offer me.
Are you the Cocomania?
You speak of nonsense. Before a single existence, we are the sign itself. I am the Kolmania's episteme. All that he perceives and all that he remains in his wake. I am the observer of reality for the existence he has become. Desire, art, magnificence! A society of consumption inherently is one of desire. I, who may define, shall define myself again. Art can be art again once twisted into one's purpose. Good evening, Sensei. Please call me Mr. Orwell.
Masquerade. Okay, so what's that? What's Orwell a reference to?
Orwell? Names are only names, but signs, yes. Signs are all that matter. A wish for no misunderstanding. An eye. The telescreen is not a telescreen in the way that you would know it. It does the opposite. In fact, it observes, gathers information, and responds in kind. That said, I wish to ask you a question, Sensei.
Name Orwell comes from the author of 1984, George Orwell. 1944, 1988. Oh, 1984, okay. Oh boy.
Your own mystic. It too has changed, ever so slightly, but I see it. I have observed. I see that new possibilities have been woven into its threads, one previously unattainable.
What do you know about the staff of Shaked?
The staff of Shaked? The staff of Shaked? My goodness, does my own ears betray me? Do you truly speak of the branch? I see. Yes, you who possess inexplicable power. You who also possess the staff. A most impressive symbol. The most impressive, I must say. If that branch, which should be in the hand of the General Student Council President, is in fact this chest, this must be. I see. It is but a replication. But image replaces reality, and so replica becomes real. Just like the current General Student Council President. The texts you present me always transcend cliches in ways beyond my expectations. Do you know where the General Student Council President is? What do you mean? You just said it, that the current president is a replica that replaces reality. If the current General Student Council President is a replica, then where is the real one? For an existence that belongs to the world to deny the world's simulation. Phenomena. Inexplicable, all of them! Who are you? Who are you whose gaze holds so steady in the face of unreality? Who gave you the authority? Sensei or the General Student Council President? Ah, perhaps those shattered pieces of you are so broken you cannot properly reason.
Step back, Orwell.
I won't hold back if you keep going. Excuse me. I meant it not.
George Orwell's 1984 is a famous dystopian novel about a terrifying future where total government controls every part of life, destroys the truth, and watches citizens constantly. Oh. That? Yeah, that tracks for the TV head.
It is simply in my nature as an observer, explorer, and researcher to experience intrigue before a variant. Setting the interpretation aside, If I were to answer your question first, the simulacrum is never that which conceals the truth. The simulacrum is the truth. What are you talking about? Are you trying to say the current General Student Council president is the real one? I tell no truth. I speak no lies. There is only reality. As its proof, there is no evidence nor reason in this world that can deny the current General Student Council president. That's...
Don't change the topic. You don't need grand causes or fancy rhetoric to save a student. Where is the General Student Council president?
For you to be asking me of the General Student Council president's whereabouts, you're looking away to break the simulation. But you already possess the means to do so, Sensei. The mystic in that arc is the branch of Shakeda, which enables one to observe the truth. Use that branch to observe the idea. The simulacrum will vanish like shadow before light.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I understand. Also, I am not a fan of reducing science to matters of expediency. I suppose I have no choice if that is what you desire. Hypothetically speaking, if everyone in this world believes swans are whites, then one would have most efficiently prove the existence of a black swan.
Show them a black swan.
Yes, the best method to deny reality is to present a counterexample to contradict it. But if you can't show them your black swan, can you not at least present them a black feather? This world found its story rewritten, brutishly, and suddenly, just like last night, contradictions are still scattered within the subtext.
Like Chalet and me.
If left unattended, these contradictions would erode under the flow of information and fade away. However, if they are recorded and transfixed, then they will instead become guideposts that point to the idea. How does one ever find contradictions? They are everywhere. You'll need to look, submerge yourself in the sanctuary of truth, which stands its lonely guard atop deep sea of information.
Sea of information? You mean the internet?
Yes, the modern agora, social media, where desires and rumors swirl together with their delightful vortex. An online community of citizens' daily lives, events, and personal impressions is truly a fitting representation of modern society, is it not? Even the mystic you carry takes the form of such media device, Sensei.
The chest?
Investigate, collect, and record them. For it is not your belief, but the sanctuary of Shakedia will determine whether the feather is black or white. The records will take the shape of the black swan, and the other Kivito students will see as you see.
Verona, are there any concerns with this method? Not from what I can tell. It's definitely suspicious, but a single social media app shouldn't be able to affect the Shidden chest. Technically, Momotalk is the same sort of thing. But it'll take Super AI Rona a little bit of time to collect and process all that data from the internet. It's like getting Homer to observe a morning glory right before the end of summer vacation. Correction. It will be easy. The Shidden chest has upgraded significantly. I will take over your sensei task, and you will have ample processing power to complete the tasks. This is a good opportunity. I've been wanting to help the student management and daily reports in order to lighten your workload. Pana, are you trying to take my job from me? I don't care how great of an AI you are. I'll never hand the title of Sensei's exclusive secretary to you. But, just as understandable as I am super capable. So I suppose you can take turns, okay? Thank you, Rona. That said, if we can conclude that the new social media feature will not cause any functional issues, please make your choice, Sensei. Okay, I'll do it.
An excellent choice. I'm quite thrilled to embark upon this journey of exploring the world's mystics with none other than Sensei of Chalet.
I have no intentions of joining you. I just want to save my student.
That is a given! And mark of a true adult, you do not allow personal feelings to weasel their way into professional affairs.
Saving a student is personal and professional for me.
But of course! I am relieved that you have made a rational decision this time, Sensei. I do recommend you remain anonymous online. The celebrity of your name will make it difficult for you to discern the unbiased from fruitless opinion. Finally, as a token of appreciation, I will share access with my local instance with you. I do hope you find it useful. Well then, please enjoy.
SNS Fruelink login available. Upon our own, before student recruitment together. The seed of Shaket has been added to Arona's classroom. Oh! Oh shoot, we're done! Hold on. It here? Wait, the seed? Where do we get this? Where do we see the seed? The check the Fruelink? It's not gonna show anything personal, right? Am I pulling for foxes? Plana will now appear in a lot more areas. Hontoni. Oh, lore friendly. Pizza Hime? Eh?
Hello, this is Orwell, the administrator of Lore Friendly.
Lore Friendly is a local instance where users can report local lore and urban legend sightings within the EU. Join this merry band of paranormal activity investigators like the secrets of Kivitos' urban legend. Plana will now appear in... Oh. You can appear on the sweep feature and in summons. Oh! Even the smallest, most insignificant anomalies can lead to the greatest of discoveries. With the amalgamation of these reports, each of you will contribute to furthering our understanding of the true nature of this world. Never forget, reality is merely a matter of our perceptions. Together, we will transcend this instance into a space of like-minded individuals inquiring the truths and signs. Nightcat? Are we going to understand? Are these actually supposed to be random students, or? I'm trying to collect new and interesting ghost stories. Been writing the same ones over, and I'll be sure to post whenever you get a lucky break. I think it could be legendary. If it flops, we'll just make a new instance. Stop being a party pooper. I like ghost stories too, but isn't anyone giving anyone red flags? Only a few days old, it's already gotten a ton of followers. I'm putting a ton of money into marketing, and I mean, even the admin's EFP is an image of some vintage TV that my grandparents would use. Even we're a brand trying to be cool, so we can turn this whole instance into an ad half a year from now. I think it could be like, if it flops, we'll just make a new instance. Stop being a party pooper. Has anyone else seen the weird signs around? Like, I saw one that said go faster, even though there was a speed limit on the road. And a wild animal warning in the middle of a city? Seen those too. Doesn't make sense. Are you trying to get out of there because it's dangerous? When you're talking about lore, does this count? This pepperoni character. Saw it used to look like a thoroughly boiled chicken. We saw a sticker on the road the other day and its design could change completely. You just call Pedodo a... Are you looking for a fight? I feel like I know who that is. Also, that's Pedodo? Eh? Okay, so one's obvious. Also, she appears in Sweep Hontoni. Hold on. How did Hifumi get into Fruelink? Don't worry about it. Hold on, let me... Does she actually? I've only been getting Arona. Huh.
そういうことですね。
Plana!
接続確認。ア
It's a
キラ
chance.
先
I
生、
assume so.
お待ちしておりました。
Didn't get it. Unfortunate. Do I do Volume EX now? Lore Pursuit, High Noon Haze? Take care during outdoor activities when the haze rises during the sweltering midday heat. If you ever spot a white scarecrow in the middle of the road, you must not look at it. Huh? Oh! Scram. Wait, it's 11 episodes? Hontoni. Wait, really? Maybe not today. Have you heard the rumor? What rumor? Yeah, maybe we'll do that next week. Hold on. We'll skip this and we'll start with that one.
やあ、元気してた？改めて挨拶するのは初めてかな。
We'll start that next week then.
天神山おとぎ。
Okay, it's so weird to be on this screen. So weird to be on this screen. We still have the old system for now, and I want to take advantage of that fact. We're missing one squad member though. I don't know when she's coming. Okay. Who should we start with? Nico? Anthony. Nico, is the food ready? Honto. Here in 2 Nikos. Nico, clearly. Everyone really likes Nico. Alright. Ikuya. We'll start with Nico then. Go! Pana! Whoa! No! No shot! Immediate! The first one was Plana! No shot! No shot! Hold! Hold! Actually hold! Actually hold! Plana!
食べたいものがあったら説明や解説が必要なら私に任せてください。
バルキューレ警察学校
Okay.
公安局局長の尾形環奈です。犯罪者の尋問ならお任せを。
ご主人様と一緒に
Bro!
楽しい一日ご主人様と一緒にじゃーん
Oh my Plana!
ごきげんようあ美食研究会の赤
Oh, all the memes were real.
これからいろいろとよろしくお願いします
Oh my gosh.
はい
Alright.
それはもう
We keep going.
いろいろと
Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is so cute. No, this is unironically so cute. Oh my gosh!
小さいからって舐めないでゲヘナ学園給食部のジュリ
The same birthday, 本当に。
説明や解説が必要なすべての出会いは必然ごきげん
Hold?
こっちの言葉の方がより
You
自
can
然
pet them? 本当に really?
今回は
Ah, Tsubaki.
最高のご奉仕を
Wait, that was a double? Oh shoot, I didn't notice. Oh, frick.
楽しい一日
Hold! Hold! Gehenna. Oh!
号外号外
Pandemonium.
デモニウムソサエティの初期本宮千秋がシャーレに到着しましたよ
Huh.
浦和花子ですこれからいろいろと
Okay.
よろしくお願いしますね
We simply,
それはもう
why are you saying no? We simply go again. Okay, it's back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal business. Jackie can't crit, but she has high damage. Does she actually?
あの
Haruka!
私がバルキューレ警察学校のキリノですあの
Oh, another
私
Haruka.
が来てもあの
Oh my gosh.
私が来てもよ小
This
さ
is
い
lucky in a different way.
怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいますか怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいます本の中の物語黒見セリカよ言っとくけど私が一緒になる以上真面目にやってよね
Alright. Simply go again. Oh! So I was. Oh my gosh. Can you actually pet them? Ba, 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 ba.
本の中の物語のよミレニアムサイエンススクールじゃーんついに登場ご主人様と一緒に楽しい自警団任務の延長ですねご主人様と一緒に
Okay.
楽しい一日
And
温泉
oh, Chigure.
2275温泉郷へようこそゲ
Yokoso.
ヘナ学園給食えへへおま黒見セリカよ言っとくけど
Alright.
私が一緒にな
Paw
る以上
Stomp is the
真面目にやっ
Stamp
て
is
よ
the
ね
paper crane. That's. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. Go! Now it's truly go time. And yeah, alright.
バルキューレ警察学校のキリノです説明や解説が必要ゲヘナ学園給食部のえへへお祭りすべての出会いは必然じゃーんついに会えて嬉しい怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいます説明や解説が必要
Yep.
夢かと思った
I mean, you were pretty decent pulls so far, I won't lie. And
こんにちは
go!
先生これからよろしくね
Oh! Ah! Plana is so cute. Plana is so cute. Ah, I see. I was thinking it would have been funny if Plana was only reserved to give you 3 stars. It would have been a really funny giveaway.
警団任務の延長
Just
です
to make the joke real.
本の中の物語のゲヘナ学園給食ミレニアムサイエンススクールご主人様と一緒に
Haruka!
私が来てもよかったんでしょうごきげんようあバルキューレ警察学校のキリノです皆さん
Hi, hi.
手を上に上げて本館の指示に従ってください
Alright. Simply go again. Oh! Hold! Hold! Oh!
浦和花子です
Haruka!
私ゲヘナ学園給ごきげんよう
Plana can 9 blue, 1 yellow you. Ah, yes, Plana can blue archive you.
ミレニアムサイエンスス夏の青春
Oh,
活動って言えば
I keep forgetting Summer Renge is just in the normal pool. Oh. Oh, well, actually, I've been missing Kakona. Every time I look at, like, raids and stuff, I always see Kakona recommended in some of them, so I'm actually happy to get her. Also, she's adorable. Look at her.
レッドウィンター連邦学園白衣の天使があなたを訪ねてきましたよ
But I don't... I call that, like, a pretty big win for me, actually. Coconut. Yes, the coconut. Ah.
怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいま
Kona's
すか
cute, but fortunately her clothes were in the way.
ミレニアムサイエンススクール
I think people who draw Kakona have a lot of difficulty with their clothes. So they should do the most obvious thing and draw her without it.
白衣の天使があなたをご主人様と一緒に楽しい
Don't
一日
draw
を始めちゃ
comparisons to Lucy after we're making
怪我をされた方はい
after
らっしゃ
saying
いますか
stuff like that.
私がすぐに自警団任務の延長ですねゲヘナ学園給食部お祭り運営委員会のしずこですこれからよろしくお願いしますね
Okay. Go!
ああはいはいそうですよ
Oh my god, she
営業
goes.
用のセリフです
Girly Pop can go. I was gonna say, if it would be really funny if our first blue archive pull came from Plana after she becomes available for all this.
少女を美しくするのは本の中の物語の自警団任務の延長ですねごきげんようあご主人様と一緒にゲヘナ学園給食部のジュリ夏の青春活動って言えば海しかないよな、みんな
Go
準備はいい
again! Well,
怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいます
no.
本の中の物語のようレッドウィンター連邦学園
Unfortunate.
読めない本の中の物語本の中の物語奥空あやねです試練が怖い時給食部の風花です
Man.
夢かと思った今この瞬間
Okay.
こんにちは
We go!
先生これからよろしくね
And, yeah, Arona does what Arona does best.
Man
Man!
物語のようにご主人様と一緒に自警団任務の延長ですね
Blue Archive!
怪我をされた方もいらっしゃいます
Harka!
私小さいからって舐めないでご主人様と一緒に美食研究会のあかりですこれから一緒に美味しいものを食べに行きましょうか
Okay. No, we keep going! Oh dear.
ごきげんようあ浦和花子ですゲヘナ学園給食
Did we front load the luck on the
自警
polls?
団任務の延長ですね本の中の物語のように
Oh boy.
試練が怖い時別に協力するつもりは本の中の物語
Oh no.
と
And,
今から何をすればいいの
alright. Go! Ah.
ごきげんよう
Oh
レッドウィンター
god.
連邦学園
Streamer Luck Jover? I think Streamer Luck is Jover. It was only a matter of time until my luck dips to the other direction.
試練が怖い時小さいからって舐めないで
Haruka!
それで今から何をすればいいの
Go! Ah.
試練が怖い時
Haruka!
バルキューレ警察学校の霧の少女を美しくするのはゲヘナ学園
Which...
自警団任務の延長ですね
I'm just thinking about... I think my next target after Fox Squad is Dress Haruka.
ゲヘナ学園別に協力するつもりはないんだけど
Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm getting really worried now. Oh! Go! Oh! Oh!
ご主人様と一緒に本の中の
Oh
物語
dear.
のじゃーんついに自警団任務の延長ですねゲヘナ学園ゲヘナ学園
Ooh!
最高のご奉仕をお約束奥空彩音ですただいまより
Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be very cute and funny? Let's go!
SRT 隠し学園フォックス招待の吉野
Nico!
美子ですふつつか者ではありますがどうぞよろしくお願いします
And guess what? It doesn't disappear yet. Thanks. Fuck. Alright. Now we go for Kurumi. Ikuya!
Gehena 学園給食小さいからって舐めないで自警団任務の延長ですねゲヘナ学園給食美食研究会の明かり説明や解説が必要ならゲヘナ学園給食ゲヘナ学園給食小さいからって舐めないでそれで
Alright.
今から何をすればいい
Let's see what happens in these next 4 pulls. And blue. Plana does look so cute when she slams it down, though. She looks so adorable.
本の中の物語のようにごきげんようあ条件はクリアされました
She's doing her bestest.
こっちの小さいからって舐めないで怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいますかミレニアムサイエンススクール怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいますか自警団任務の延長ですね黒見セリカよ言っとくけど
Alright.
私が一緒になる以上
We go
真面目にやってよ
again.
ね
Well, qualified in terms of gacha luck, people getting the rate up 108, 190 with the reduces. I know! That's the worst case scenario everyone keeps talking about. And they're right! The amount of times that's happened to me alone is a lot. Like, not even then, like, even in the 150 range, it would suck so hard. That's the worst part about it all. Especially with like how Blue Archive banners work, where they usually release 2 students at the same time. Minimum.
ゲヘナ学園
Sometimes 3.
給食部のジュリといいゲヘナ学園給食部会えて嬉しい先生ミレニアムの力を
We go
先生に
again!
見せてあげる
We still have to wait? Yeah, thankfully. Thankfully, the new system hasn't hit us yet. It's just the fact that it exists.
本の中の物語自警団任務の延長ですね本の中の物語の美食研究会のあかりですご主人様と一緒に説明や解説が必要ご主人様と一緒
Has
に
been constantly
楽
losing
しい
critics
一
to
日を
turn
始めちゃおう
HSR nonstop. He does not want the new system. I don't want it either.
給食部
As someone who's played every Hoyo game minus Impact Third, I don't want that system either.
知識解放戦線の秋泉もみじです
Or at least
世の
the
すべ
recent
て
Hoyo
の知
games.
識を守るために一緒に戦いましょ
Alright. Go! And it's blue. Thank you, Arona. Very cute and funny.
うお会いできて嬉しいですごきげんようあごきげんよ
Yeah, the luck was very front-loaded.
う自警団任
They
務の延
reverted
長
it back
です
to
ね
second best scenario. They reduces 12 to 1,000 per 10 pull.
ミレニアムサイエンススクール説明や解説が必要
Even then, I honestly feel like the second one
ミ
still
レニ
coped.
アムサイエンススクール試練が怖い時これからすっごく面白い物語が始まるよ
Alright. Sparking! Kurumi! Did they at least fix it like they at least fix what they did with Rabbit Squad? Is she actually a tank? Please tell me she's actually a tank.
先生の護衛は私
Pull
に
from
任せて
40 to 30 SQ
全
though.
力で守るわ
It's fair, but is it weird that I trust Tight Moon more than Nexon with these types of things? SSJ Serica. She is also a tsundere, which does not help their case. Oh my god, she's actually a tank. Let's go. Oh, she's actually a tank. Let's go. Sorry, ever since that was pointed out to me about Rabbit Squad, it annoys me. It annoys me to know it. I love Saki. Don't get me wrong. I think out of Rabbit Squad, she's my favorite. Her voice does a lot to me as well. The fact that she's the tank of the group canonically, and she... Like, the gameplay does not match the story here, and it really bothers me. Alright. Cool. Awesome. Blue Archive. Blue Archive. Check general media. Oh my god. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
そんなに食べられません先輩
Oh. Oh, I guess that... I guess I'll spoil the thing I skipped. Blue Archive. Okay, hold on. Let me check the... let me check this. Check meme corner. Oh no. Oh, Yuki over Seiya of all people? It's because of the long ear. Oh my god. If I had to guess, they're probably saving her for a fest. Alright, let me... Okay, let's see here. If only saving grace is what if the spark removal is part of the story plot. Yeah, I still wouldn't accept it. I call that cope writing, honestly. Alright, let's go all the way down. Okay, so after Nico Kurumi, can't be an event rerun this time. It was going to be... Oh, there is Erica, but I don't know if I'm pulling for her. Yeah, it's Dress Haruka. Dress Haruka is gonna be in the normal banner? That's wild. She's not limited, or is she? Wait, is she? Hold on. I think she is. Oh no, I don't think I'm reading this right. Hold on. Is she not limited? I thought she... So remember Dress Haruka incident? Dress Haruka incident? Oh yeah, and then there's Nagusa swimsuit, which I do want. She isn't. Wait. Erica is phase 2 crab raid. Is for phase 2 crab raid. Honto. I want Dress Haruka. I do want Nagusa swimsuit. Dress Haruka has ignore defense skill. Go figure. Oh right, she like broke the game. Right. The Dress Haruka incident. Right. And then after that is Kisaki swimsuit. She isn't limited. So she can be on the normal banner? Wild. That's wild. I still want to pull her anyway. So the scary part is when Annie comes, right? When Gehenna, or more specifically, when Pandemonium Summer comes, that's the change. For Dress Haruka is red DPS for Crab Raid phase 2 too. Honto. Or is it after? So my next target is definitely Dress Haruka. Yeah. I think it's gonna be Dress Haruka. I don't know if I want to leave Nagusa up to chance, because Nagusa doesn't look like she's limited either. I do like Nagusa though. I've been liking her more and more as the story goes on with her. During Pandemonium Summer, ugh. Right. I want Dress Haruka debating on Nagusa. And then, wait, dress Kiseki isn't limited either? Damn. Tempted to pull dress summer Kiseki though? No, I don't blame you. Cute and funny, very strong. Cute and funny, very enticing. Can I be honest? You can, like, the solar flare of Hikiyako. Like, I think it's cute in the swimsuit Ibuki looks in, but like looking back on it, they could have done so much better. Is she cute? Yes, but is it cute and funny? No. Does that make sense? That being said, however, Iroha? Yeah. 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 She definitely, earns the nickname Eroha. I don't know. Maybe it is partially influenced by the fact that the gacha changes happen at the same time, but I'm not as appealed by Ibuki's suit. I know I kind of gushed about it a little bit, but I think part of it was just the initial, oh my gosh, we're finally getting something for them. I guess Aki never understand the appeal of Kiseki because Aki never played Kiseki's a thing. I like her. From what I've seen, I do like her. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, she hasn't hit the same high as some of the other characters have. Which, to be fair, I don't know where that standard is, considering I've yet to find a student I dislike. I'm saying... I'm just saying they could have cooked harder with Ibuki. With Summer Ibuki specifically, I mean. Forward to the archives, yeah. Which events have I not done? I still want to do On Your Mark at Millennium. And Get Set Go. Araha's EX skill animation is... Oh, is it really? Does it focus on the very important aspect of her? So next target is Dress Haruka. Definitely Dress Haruka. I can't not get Dress Haruka. Like there's no shot. Well, then we'll see where we go from there. Man. It feels relieving to be able to play this game, but at the same time, I feel like I'm on a ticking time bomb. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. That's gonna be enough for me about this. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Sayonara! Bye-bye! Yeah. Ugh. I just need a hug from these girls. I need a hug. Man.